Somehow, despite the edits I know I'm gonna have to make in that last video and all my rambling and nonsense, the last recording was less than 40 minutes long. Shocking. What's going on, everybody? My name is Nedia16, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Colosseum. Oh, I'm so excited to finally say that. In the last episode, we began our adventure. We started off at Outskirts Stand, where we met Willie, who fought us with some Zigzagoon. And then we came here to Phenac City, where we saved Rui here from a couple of kidnappers who had tied her up and put her in a bag like a sack of potatoes. And in this episode, we are here to explore Phenac City and talk to the mayor of Phenac City. Let's not waste any more time. Let's jump right in to this fountain. We can't jump into the fountain, unfortunately. Hi, Cascoon. That's not Cascoon. Freaking Cast Form. I don't know where I got Cascoon from. That's Cast Form. I want to talk to... I don't know where I got Cast Form or Cascoon from. What do you have to say? There was a ruckus going on near the town's entrance earlier. Better not see those goons again for the next town over. Rui. Right here, this P.C is a Pokemon Center. Oh, you must be travelers. Are you Pokemon trainers too? I knew it. I was certain that you were. Well, if you want to make a record of your progress, you should save on the PC at the back. PC, any Pokemon Center is available for use by a trainer. Alright. We gotta talk about something. I'm gonna press the start button on my controller, my very clicky purple GameCube controller. There's no save feature. The only way you can save is by going to a PC. Also, I have officially started a new game. I can no longer reset this file because I just saved. So, yay, we're locked into this adventure forever. We'll get into all these a little bit later, but I don't like this. Even in the original Red and Blue, you had the option to save from the start menu at any time. I don't know why they did it like this. But you can't save unless you're at a PC. Maybe it was because it was a console, they expected people would be able to pause and have time, but if you turn off your console or reset it, you lose your save data. And you're not always gonna have the ability to go to a PC and save easily. So this is probably my least favorite thing about this game, is the fact that you have to save at a PC. It really bothers me, and I wish it wasn't like that. What do these books say? Books on Pokemon, yay. Our PC can be used not only to save your progress, but also access Pokemon storage system. I'm sure it become easy and convenient. You, not Nurse Joy here, welcome to the Pokemon Center. We restore your entire Pokemon to full health. Would you like to rest your Pokemon? Completely free. You know how it works. You hear the little jingle. Your Pokemon get healed. Definitely keep these in mind. If you were to ever lose a battle, you would come back to the last Pokemon Center you came to. So just keep that in mind. You go, big guy. Look, this is really neat. See? It's a map of Phenac City. Isn't it cool? You can kind of see it there. It's kind of small there. You can go downstairs, but there's nothing down there for us right now. We'll get into that later. So there's that. Over here. Shop. Mr. Traveling, you should stock up on supplies at the shop here. I recommend it. After all, it's my ahem. Well, anyway, that shop has the best reputation around these. Whatever you say, buddy. We actually can come in here. Talk to you at the counter. Welcome to Pokemon Mart. You can buy or sell items. We've already seen these. Potions and super potions, or just healing items. Nothing much to say there. 20 and 50. I think they actually raised the amount of potion heals in the newer gens. I'm not sure about that though. And full heal. Heals any status ailment. We'll get into status ailments later. So all these things back here. What do you have to say with your big flowy dress? If your Pokemon hurt and weakened, you should use a potion on it. Have you turned to be carrying potions? I don't need any potions. I never needed potions. I don't have a Pokemon of my own yet, then why are you shopping at the Pokemon Center? Pokemon Mart. Wow! An antidote cures poisoning. I already talked about all this. Buddy, I'm like half an episode ahead of you. This up here has stat boosting items. I don't personally go for these, but if you want to, you can. Now's a good time, so I need to go over stats. Prevents stat reduction, Prevents your stats from being lowered. Dire hit increases critical hit ratio. I'll talk about critical hits when they happen. So stats, there are 6 stats. Attack is how much damage your physical attacks do. As I mentioned, physical and special are based on type and not move. So physical types are things like normal, ghost for some stupid reason, flying, fighting, ice, I think. Stuff like that will be physical attacks. Your attack stat on Pokemon is how much those damage, that's how much those do. Your defense is your resistance to physical attacks, so how much damage you'll take. Your speed is your speed determines who goes first in battle. Higher speed goes first. If there's ever a tie, it's a dice roll. Accuracy is a passive stat that the player can't know. Accuracy starts base 100 and can be lowered. Accuracy determines how often moves hit. X special raises special attack. I think this is left over from the early gen, from Gen 1 when special was 1 stat. Special attack is how much damage special attacks do. There's also special defense, which is your resistance special defense. And then the other stat we haven't talked about is HP, which is how much health you have. If your HP ever reaches 0 in a battle, you faint. Simple as that. What did you say? To catch a wild Pokemon, you need a Pokeball. I already talked about that. There's no wild Pokemon in this game, buddy. You'll need to get with the program. Okay. Oh, you're the same kid as earlier. Gosh, dang it. Enough of me stalling. Let me try to show off everything. Like I said, I don't think I need to explain everything. I think most people who are going to be watching this know how Pokemon works. Hiya, it's not that... If it's not the good-looking couple from earlier. So what's up? Do you manage to find anything out? Yeah, we did. Is that right? Well, that's great then. What do you say if I say no? Is that right? That's gotta be... I know. If it's about Pokemon, there's the pre-gym. It's actually called a Prestige Precept Center, but everyone just calls it the pre-gym. Pre-gym is a place where skilled trainers work on their own abilities as well as their Pokemon. You'll find many trainers there who are knowledgeable about Pokemon. I'm sure they can help you. Pre-gym is on the raised middle part of the town. You should visit there. Cool. It's one more house you haven't seen. I don't know why I'm talking to everybody. It's not... Nobody has anything for us. I should have done my research into this game first. Hello, old man. Find whether this is really a perfect for a Pokemon battle. So yeah, I'm like, oh, you actually do have something. You have a Pokemon battle for me. Well... Drig. Buddy, your name is one vowel away from being very unfortunate. Setren! One of my favorite Pokemon. Well, one of... Its evolution's one of my favorite Pokemon. Setren? Interesting. Realistically, this is probably going to be the only non-important trainer. I mean, there are going to be battles later that are going to be important that I... Okay. There are going to be trainer battles later that are important. Starting very soon, we're going to be seeing important trainer battles. Those I won't cut out, but this will probably be the only non-important, not required trainer battle that I will, that I won't cut out. Hoo just tried to use Hypnosis on us. Hypnosis is a status ailment move, which means it would inflict that status ailment on us. Now's as good as time as any to go over status ailments. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to save that because I know where it'll talk about it, so I'll talk about it then. Umbreon uses Bite. Good. Take out that Hoo-Hoot very well. Honestly, if nothing else... I've got to concede this one, lad. Thank you, very cool. If nothing else, battling in this game is worth it just to hear the amazing battle music. This game is full of great music. I'll be pointing out some of my favorites when I hear them. One final house here on this lower level of Phenac City. What's to say in the kitchen? That Tombstone doesn't frighten me. After all, where those people are is far away from here. They couldn't come out here. This thugs of Pirate Town, they're much more frightening to me. Speaking about this Pirate Town, what do you have to say? Watching the TV. There's nothing but news about Team Snag on every channel all day long. Usually there's one channel showing anime or something. I didn't know that line was in there. Goes to show you learn something new every time you play these games. Especially games that you like and you go back and replay them all the time. Heading up here, this is the pre-gym that that kid down there was talking about. We're not gonna head there quite yet. We're gonna go up here, come down here, and grab this. This is an item. 3 super potions. Definitely worth it to grab that. You'll find those all throughout the world. They have items in them. Definitely pick them up. Whoa, old ladies can move. That large house at the mayor's home. Something concerns you? Wonderful. Your persona does not fit this music at all. Buddy, I think you belong in Final Fantasy. I guess you're a traveling trainer. I like what I see in your expression. F you, F you, F you. I have a feeling I may see you again somewhere. You see that man's eyes? They were so cutting and cold. Look at me, I'm not cold, but I'm covered in goose pimples. Oh, goose pimples. Ah, you must be travelers. Welcome to Phenac City. I am SK, the mayor. Now you wanted to see me. Is there something that I may be able to assist you with? Oh, what may I do for a pretty young lady like you? Stranger danger! Stranger danger! Saw it? And what did you see? I saw a peculiar Pokemon. No, that's not quite right. What I saw was a Pokemon in the game of a black ore. It was like a fighting machine. And that Pokemon would attack people. Oh my! Pokemon like a fighting machine? And it attacks people? Now, if that were true, that would be truly frightening. However, that is a little hard to believe. It's true, Mr. Mayor. Because I saw that Pokemon and I was made the prisoner of some frightening men just a little while ago. I see, I understand. I will order an investigation at once. You will? Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Oh, no, there was no need for thanks. We mustn't allow thugs to do as they wish, especially thugs that endanger a pretty young lady like you. How many times are you going to say that? I'll ask you that you give me a little time on this matter. I promise we'll get some useful information for you. Oh, yes. You appear to be a Pokemon trainer yourself. If so, I urge you to visit our city's pride and joy, our Pokemon Stadium. You're 1 console generation too late, buddy. It's a breathtakingly beautiful stadium battling our oasis city. So I have to say, I promise you, useful information about the sinister Pokemon. Well, blah, 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 blah. Okay, yes. Buddy, you look like if Dr. Wily and Dr. Wright had a child. Oh, hi. It's very nice to travel with a cute girlfriend. Well, she's not my girlfriend. I mean, not yet. You know what I'm saying, right? Okay. Okay. This is such a bad sprite because it's supposed to be a bathrobe, but like the robe texture is really bad. It looks like she killed somebody. It literally looks like look. This looks like there's blood stains on it. It literally looks like this lady or the mayor stabbed somebody and then draped their clothes on the bed. It's such a terrible sprite. Well, we don't have much else left to do except to go see the pre-gym and the stadium. So let's go ahead and head up to the stadium first. It's right up here. What did it say? Hi, did you know? No! They say that Team Snagum's hideout was blown up. Who could have done such a thing? Jigglypuff's Japanese name is Purin, so that's why she says that. What's going on, everybody? My name is Daddy16, and welcome to my Let's Play of Pokemon Stadium. Welcome to Phenac Stadium. This is where we register trainers for challenges. However, the current challenge has already started. So we're not accepting trainers for this challenge. Please come back and enter the next challenge. Yay! Also, this water looks great. Why does water in Nintendo games look so good? I swear the water in freaking Pikmin 3 has like the best water in any game I've ever played. Don't ask me. You can ask me to Let's Play Pikmin 3. I have to finish it first. Are you here to take part in the challenge too? Oh yeah, well me too. I came over to participate in the challenge, but I was disappointed by the time I read the challenge had already started. I wanted to win this knockout challenge. Sorry, I just yawned. I'm tired. I've been up for a while today. I would like to win the technical machine. We'll talk about technical machines later. You don't need to know them. Hey, Wes, we finally found you, filthy double-crossing traitor. Wrecking the hideout wasn't good enough for you, so you rip off the snag machine? You've got some nerve. Who are these people? Huh? Are they Team Snag'em? And what do they mean by traitor? Wes, you mean... That's right, pretty lady. We're from Team Snag'em, just like us. But he's no ordinary trainer. He's a snagger. He's the best in Team Snag'em, snagging Pokemon without fail. No way, is it true, yes? No. Oh, you gritted your teeth, didn't you? Then it must be true. That's a little shocking. Hey, Wes, come on, hand it over. Get back the snag machine you ripped off from the hideout. Snag machine? Wes, do you really have something like that? The snag machine's built for trainers. When a trainer uses the when the trainer puts the snag machine on, their Pokeballs are converted. Ordinary Pokeballs are turned into snag balls, so you can steal Pokemon from their trainers in battle. Hey, you blabbermouth, keep that stuff secret. I get it, Wes. That's why these creeps are chasing after you. Creeps? What do you mean by creeps? This is getting us nowhere. If you won't give it up already, I'll take it back by force. Waken. Hey, buddy, when I'm done with you, you won't be waking up. Oh, God. Alright, we have a coughing. That's a different Pokemon here other than just normal types. Now's as good a time as any to talk about type advantages and disadvantages. So, Pokemon has a rock, paper, scissors mechanic. I am not going to put a type chart on screen or talk about every single type advantage in this game. If you want to do that, you can do it yourself. I will be noting some of the more notable type matchups. This is really the first time I'm learning about type matchups. But there are some pretty weird type matchups. I mean, obviously, water puts out fire, fire burns grass, grass absorbs water, I guess. That's the big one, is fire, grass, water. And then there's also some other common ones like electricity is good against water, birds eat grass and bugs, that kind of thing. But one you might not know is that Psychic, like our Espeon, is good against poison, like this coughing. Coughing also has not very good special defense, so there's that for you. But yeah, I'm not going to mention every single type matchup, but I'll be noting some of the notable ones and some things you should keep an eye out for. Espeon goes to level 26, perfect. Umbreon, going to use Bites, very good. Vice Grip, okay. Interesting. Whoa, that actually did not terrible damage. Let's just use Secret Power, I guess. And we haven't used Return yet. Let's go and use Return. Return is a normal physical type attack. Espeon's physical attack is nothing to scoff at, but it's nothing like their special attack. But like I said, Return on Espeon starts at full power. It starts at a max of 102 power, which is really, really good for this early in the game. No, I'm not good enough? Well, buddy, you used a coughing and a core fish. I don't know what to tell you. Blast you, Wes. Don't think this is over. We're gonna get that snag machine back. Just you wait. Well, what do you know, Wes? You're from Team Snag'em. Oh, right, to be accurate, I should say former Team Snag'em. It's okay, Wes. It doesn't matter to me who you are. After all, you're my gallant prince who rescued me when I was in trouble. So it doesn't matter. Besides, I thought of something after listening to those creeps. Listen, Wes, we should go shopping for. Something to make me stop yawning is what we should go shopping for. So we need to go shopping for Pokeballs, but first, I think we're gonna go ahead and hear into the pre-gym. I really look up to Justice, the leader of the pre-gym. He's really cool, of course. He's a really tough trainer of Pokemon battles too. Hi, welcome to the pre-gym. This place where trainers and Pokemon to not only sharpen their strength and skills, but also their body and spirit. What I head over here. Howdy. Now, pay attention. One does not become a good trainer simply by battling without strategy. A good trainer always thinks about the Pokemon that are in battle. Oh, you must be a trainer too? Are you listening on my class? Since you're here, I have something that you might like. May I see your PDA, please? Oh, that's a Pokemon Digital Assistant, or PDA for short, or Public Display of Affection. I mean, Brew, if you want a PDA, I'm just saying. Okay. Rest, you have one too, don't you? Motion the PDA. Here you go, I've updated it and added the strategy memo function. You'll be able to check the types and abilities of the Pokemon you've seen at a glance. Come see whenever you'd like. I'll update your PDA with detailed info on the detailed data on the Pokemon you've met. Hope you take good use of strategy memos and become a great trainer. With a cool transition, we are now in here. Strategy memo is basically this game's Pokedex. You'd basically just get information on all the Pokemon you've seen. So you can look at Espeon here. You can look at Coughing. This isn't really that helpful because you see their ability after you've already fought them when you would have known anyways. I don't know. It's interesting, I guess. It's a nice little feature, but it's something you have to get anyways. There's some tips on Pokemon battles. Are you gonna tell me those tips? Okay. When you get into a Pokemon battle, think about their order support. Blah 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 blah. When you carry more Pokemon with you, you should pay attention to their ordering. Okay. Anyone here, I can show it off in a second. All Pokemon have types and abilities. The combination of these elements affect the balance of power in battle. Gwah! I'm not the type that does this thinking in my head, so I'm stumped by stuff like this. I figure it's best to just keep battling. All the stuff will be conditioned into me. Just so you know, these two over here will be the two that go out, and then these four are kind of like your reserve. Speaking of abilities, that's not what I wanted. Speaking of abilities, Umbreon and Espeon, every Pokemon in this game has abilities. Some Pokemon are kind of make or break by their abilities, and I'll recommend certain abilities over others when we go into their bios. I can show off their abilities right now, though. As you can see, oh, hold on 1 second. Yay, more editing for me. Anyway, Synchronize passes on status problems. All of their abilities of every Pokemon we are able to obtain will be listed in the bio, and they're also description. I think they're pretty simple, but they're basically passive effects. Sometimes they get added on certain things. Like right here, we have passes on status problems. So anytime Umbreon or Espeon were to get a status ailment, it would be passed. It would passed onto the person on the Pokemon that gave it to them. So for instance, if a Pokemon would inflict Espeon with a burn, the Pokemon that inflicted would also get a burn. Simple as that. Now, underneath, all the way at the bottom, we have natures. Natures were introduced in Generation 3, which means in this game, they actually have effects. Natures are passive stat effects that, they don't really do anything in terms of what the Pokemon do, but they affect the stats, and certain Pokemon can be made or broken by natures. You want good natures, which is, Turnover album. It's very good. So I'm going to go and look at my natures here. I don't have these memorized. I should have these memorized. So, Espeon here has a sassy nature. Sassy is the name of my old cat. Sassy is minus speed, special defense. Ugh, that's not very good. And Umbreon has a quirky nature. I feel like quirky's neutral, isn't it? Yeah, quirky's a neutral nature. I knew that. Neutral natures have no effects. They don't affect the stats in any way. What do you have to say, little boy? Pokemon, actually, no. Oh, I already talked to you. I was trying to talk to you. Pokemon getting space for battles, but like Pokemon learned all sorts of different moves. Depth trainer to mix and match those moves. Yes. Pokemon can only hold 4 moves at once. I don't think we can go up here yet, so I'm not gonna try. Let's head over here, talk to you. Hello, I'm Jussie. Judging by your appearance, I said that you're traveling, the two of you. Well, what do you think? Do you think you're tourists or something? Since you're already here, do you feel like having a battle? Not right now. Ah, there's no need for you to be shy. They're not imposing on me. Hey, you're already here. You should try battling our trainers. No, there's no need. You're gonna make me do it anyways? Okay, fine. Oh, I can just leave. Okay. We'll come back and do this later. Never mind, I remember what I'm supposed to do. We're supposed to go find Pokeballs. Now, spoilers, the shop, this one over here, does not have Pokeballs, so we have to go somewhere else to find Pokeballs. And I could sit here and say like, oh, I wonder... Like I was saying, the shop over there does not have Pokeballs. We have to go somewhere else to find them. My god, Huh? Pokeballs. Come to think about it, I haven't seen any all the time. Oh wait, I think I heard someone saying that they sell Pokeballs out at Outskirts Stand. There we go. That's where they've been the whole time. That's what I've been trying to get to, but unfortunately I haven't been very successful. Listen, I basically know the story beats of this game. I don't remember how to get there. It's been a couple years actually since I played this game, and I didn't really do a ton of research before starting it. I obviously did all the research for the bios and everything, but... Also, get wrecked, Umbreon and Espeon. Now Rui has to sit in the sidecar. You two have to get back in your stinky Pokeballs. What did you have to say, Willie? Oh, hey, it's you. I was worried about you. Some rough-looking characters came around asking about you. It made me worried. Those guys that look like they're from Team Snag'em. Making their rounds, I see. Coming up here to talk to this guy in the CG. Hey, you were the person that was just in the Pokemon Center. Okay. Or the Pokemart, I guess. Talk to the guy with huge feet. Listen, pal, if you're taking to travel somewhere, you might not stock up on supplies here. Hey, can I ask you something? Do you sell any Pokeballs? Pokeballs, you say? There's no call for these things around these parts. Where'd I put them now? Oh yeah, here they are. A little dusty, I'm afraid, but otherwise perfectly usable. Here, take these. I'll let you have them for free. There's your 5 free Pokeballs. And we can also buy some more. I'm gonna buy a couple of Great Balls while I'm at it. I'll buy like 3. Also, if you were to buy Pokeballs, you could buy 10 at a time. You would get a free Premier Ball. Premier Balls don't have any other effect besides being a Pokeball. They have the same catch rate as a Pokeball. They just look cool. It's also a good thing to mention is that different balls have different effects. Or different catch rates. I'll be going over those. Great Balls just have higher catch rates than regular Pokeballs. It's pretty simple. There's just different kinds. Oh, it's you two. Something terrible's happening. A whole lot of scary men came here. I think I even saw those 2 creeps who took off with the truck earlier. Where'd they go? That didn't help me at all, but thanks. I already know where they are. I'll just go do it. Master Mirror B, it's him. He's the one that took the girl from us. Oh, now aren't you boys frightfully pathetic? You mean to tell me you were bested by these darling infants? Darling, did you say your name was Wes or something? I so don't like saying this, but we're not at liberty to keep your lady friend at liberty. That sweet young thing, she can see things that no ordinary people aren't supposed to see. That just will not do for what we're planning to do, so it just won't do at all. If you don't like pain, like most people, you can avoid the pain by keeping your nose at the places it needn't be. Boys, oh boys. Yes, we will. Boys, I shall make my return to Pirate Town. Do remember that I will be waiting for you to return with the little lady. Am I making myself clear? I will accept failure from you again, boys. Whoa. Let the music spin. Let's get it on. He is so great, I want to be him. You, the last time you caught me off guard, that's not gonna happen again. Don't worry, you'll be seeing a lot more of Mirror B. Thank God. Except for Peon Follies. Mirror B Peon, excuse me. Whisper and Lotad, okay, interesting. Yeah, I think I've basically talked about everything. I haven't shown off everybody's moves yet. I could show off a couple more moves, I suppose. You can use Snatch, I guess. And then we can use Confusion on this Lotad here. Wait a minute. Thief already existed at this point in the series, because you get it in Fire and Leaf Green as a TM. 1 damage. Good job. Yeah, the AI in Pokemon Colosseum is kind of terrible. We'll be seeing a better example of this later, but like... yeah, they're kind of terrible. So, you'll... at least early game, kind of with typical RPGs, the AI is pretty bad, and they'll be making a lot of stupid mistakes. It's pretty funny for most of the time, so just be prepared for... trainers to do stuff like that, where they'll use, like, Astonish, a Ghost-type move on a Dark type, and it'll do 1 damage, even though Astonish isn't that good to begin with. Take out those 2 Pokemon. Let's keep on rocking and rolling. Here, BP on Folly. Oh, blasted, I got tripped up again. I like how Wes's coat waves in the wind indoors. It's very dramatic. My turn now. I'm not gonna end up like Folly. We're BP on Trudely. Well, Trudely, I think you'll be better. Duskull and Spinarak. Alright, so we have some more type advantages you can talk about. I already talked about poison. Spinarak is a poison type. Duskull is a ghost type. Dark is good against a ghost. That's all we need to say. Let's just end this right quick. I'm gonna get this out of the way now. Espeon is my favorite Pokemon because of this game. Like, after playing through this game and using Espeon the entire time, I realized how great Espeon was, and it became my favorite. They became my favorite Pokemon. Makuhita. Wes, it's that one. That Pokemon. Those jerks captured me because I saw that Pokemon. I can see a black aura coming from it. You must have done something to that Pokemon. Wes, be careful. The Pokemon isn't afraid to attack people. I know, Wes. I hate to say this, but there's no other choice. Get that Pokemon back from the bad guys. Please, you have to. You can. Actually, only you can do it. Makuhita is our first officially obtainable Pokemon in Pokemon Colosseum. It is our first Pokemon with the black aura. A Pokemon that has been altered in some way to attack people. We can try to attack... Can we attack it? Hold on. It still lets us attack it for some reason. Okay, that's strange. Anyway, Makuhita is our first officially oh shoot, I gotta be careful. Is our first officially obtainable Pokemon in Pokemon Colosseum. Makuhita is a fighting type. Fighting types are typically very strong and can go either way of either being a pure physical powerhouse with nothing much going for it, or kind of a mixed powerhouse, being good in both physical and defensive stats. Makuhita is kind of both in some regard. Makuhita does have very strong physical attacks, but it also has very good... I shouldn't say very good. It also has pretty decent defensives and can take hits decently well. It has a lot of HP, meaning it can take hits fairly well, but it doesn't have the greatest defensive stats, meaning that it's going to be taking a lot of damage. Even though it can kind of take those hits, it will only take a few hits to knock it down because of its less than stellar defensive stats. Honestly, if you want to use it on your team, there aren't a ton other fighting types in this game that are really worth anything. Pokemon Colosseum is a game with very, very limited options. There's only about 56 Pokemon in this game. I know it's a very specific number, but just trust me on this. There's not very many Pokemon in this game, so you're especially not... Pokemon Colosseum is a game with limited options, and we're saying that a lot. There aren't a ton of Pokemon in this game, and there aren't a ton of Pokemon of certain types. Fighting type is one of those. There aren't many other fighting types in this game, so Makuhita is not the worst one you can get. However, like I said, it does have very good physical attacks, and one of its starting moves is Cross Chop, which is a very strong fighting type move. However, like I said, it doesn't have the greatest defenses in the world. However, it does have a lot of HP, and it can take hits very well. Something to note about the Pokemon with Black Aura bios, any obtainable Pokemon that weren't the starters. You might notice it has 2 abilities listed. Pokemon with multiple abilities will have either ability at random, you won't know until you obtain it. And the top move listed in the move list will be listed in black text with an outline. That move is replaced by a move called Shadow Rush. We'll get into Shadow Rush later, but that move you will not be able to use quite yet. That is the move you will get once Shadow Rush is gotten rid of. However, we have no way to get rid of Shadow Rush quite right away. The color of the outline of the black text is what type the move is. Anyway, enough of me rambling about Makuhita. Let's throw this Pokeball. Helping hand, I guess. You know what? Maybe I should have... Anyway, with this awesome animation of a hand coming out and grabbing the Pokemon, first time of the series, 1, 2, 3, snagged. What? My Pokemon? Darn it, but you're good. You snagged my Pokemon. Hey, what are you saying? You're not supposed to be impressed. Oh man, what are we gonna do? We got flattened again. Mirabee's gonna chew us out. What do we do? What is there to do? Run away! I love these two. You did it, Wes. You snagged that Pokemon from Lagoon. but I'm sure there are others just like it. Let's get all of them back from the bad guys. Mara's Kate is not here anymore. He seems to have gone somewhere. I wonder where he went. Did he say anything? Someone just broke into your house, had a Pokemon battle in your basement, and all you can still comment about is how cute my girlfriend is. I mean, I agree, but it's fine. Anyway, to wrap up a couple things I was saying, Espeon, because of this game, became my favorite Pokemon. I realized how good it was, and it's my favorite Pokemon. I love its design, I love its stats, I love its move pool, I love everything about it. It's my favorite Pokemon so much so that for 2 separate gifts from 2 separate people, I have gotten pictures of Espeon in different formats. The one was a digital drawing by my one friend, and then my ex-girlfriend painted it for me. And I slid it under my bed after we broke up because I never wanted to see it again. But anyway, not to trauma dump the Pokemon Colosseum. Also something to note is that the only way we will be obtaining Pokemon in Pokemon Colosseum is by snagging those Pokemon with the black auras from trainers. That's the only way you can obtain Pokemon from... that's the only way you can obtain Pokemon in this game. So that's how we're going to be doing things. Oh, you were safe? The mayor wasn't home either, I hear. All's well that ends well. Well, we have 3 spoilers. We have at least 1. There's another one. We didn't go in this house. What's in here? Are you talking about something Phenac says Pokemon plays? I'm going to be careful. Talk about pyrites. Long time ago, this area was a barren of life. His grandfathering? Interesting. Anyway, here's another one. And you think you can see where this is going. Right down here to the south is another one. So we have 3 strangely dressed trainers. Dressed in red, blue, and green. I wonder what that could mean. Unintentional rhyme, it seems. Next time on Let's Play Pokemon Colosseum, we will be seeing what these 3 trainers have to offer for us, and seeing if we can find more of these Pokemon with black auras that we have to save. If you like this part, please like, comment, and subscribe for more content. I will see you all next time. Peace.